Okay, this is Mr. Block, and today is Tuesday, September the 4th, and we did page 6 in our notebook. So everyone picked up a legal size piece of copier paper, and we created a tree map. So we titled it Historical Documents That Influenced America, the Constitution, which was ratified in 1789. All right, so there are going to be, as you can see, there are 7 dates that we put on our tree map. We have 1215, 1619, 1620, 1636, 1689, 1776, and 1781. These are important dates of documents that influenced the writing of our Constitution. All right, so let me zoom in here, and that's seamless. All right, so 1215. 1215 is the year of the Magna Carta. All right, what you need to remember for the Magna Carta is that the Magna Carta, written in England, stated that no one was above the law, including the king, and in our country that would represent the president. No one is above the law. Habeas corpus. That in the old days, the king would arrest people simply for, the reason that he didn't like them. So habeas corpus requires that a warrant, a court order is needed to be arrested. There has to be a reason for being arrested. Can't just put somebody in jail and throw away the key. All right, that's habeas corpus. Okay, that's Magna Carta. 1619, the House of Burgesses. All right, that was in Virginia, and this is known for being the first legislative assembly in the American colonies. All right, so the legislative branch there, this is an example of republicanism, a republic. You vote for people to vote for you, representatives. All right, 1620, the Mayflower Compact. The Mayflower Compact is known for being the first democratic government to be established in the colonies. All right, so democracy, that's bringing that democracy concept of the Greeks. And this is legislative, which is the Roman ideas of a republic. 1636, the Fundamental Orders of Connecticut. All right, so the Fundamental Orders of Connecticut contributed to the ideas of the Constitution by... It was the first representative government based on the number of colonies. All right, so showing that the colonies work together in a representative government. Some argue that it's the first constitution in America. It was the first constitution in the colonies, and so that's significant. All right, 1689, the English Bill of Rights. This is known during the period called the Glorious Revolution, where there's some radical changes going on in the country without bloodshed. That's why it was called glorious. And the leaders were King William III and Mary II, and these laws outlined constitutional and civil rights for the people. All right, so the leadership is starting to realize that humans have value. Their lives have value. All right, okay, so, and also it gave Parliament power over the king and the queen. So the king and queen has decided to, without a war, give up some of their power and to the Parliament, which of course Parliament is like their Congress. And people vote for their representatives, and they're represented through Parliament. All right? So it's not just the king and queen being in charge. All right, 1776, the Declaration of Independence. Of course, everybody knows that Thomas Jefferson, is the father of the Constitution, father of the Declaration of Independence. James Madison is the father of the Constitution. So, of course, it's known for the 13 colonies declaring independence from Britain. So we'll keep it simple. And of course, the Declaration of Independence is a list of grievances. It's basically a breakup letter with King George III. All right? grievances are complaints. And then lastly, we got the 1781, which is, move this over some, is the Articles of Confederation. Now remember, from 1781 to 1789, the Articles of Confederation was our first constitution as a country. All right? And it's well known that it had a weak central government, especially that it had no executive branch. The fear of having a king is probably the reason for this. So there was no president, no executive branch to enforce the laws. The government could not tax, it couldn't enforce taxation. All right? So how do you run a government without the funds? Well, you have no national army for the nation. So these are the things that for high school U.S. history, that this is a review for the 8th grade documents that you learned. Okay? All right, so your summary question is, which historical document had the biggest and which one had the least impact on the creation of the American Constitution? Of course, it's an opinion, so it's not a right or wrong answer, but you need to support your answer. Why did you pick a document being the least impact, and why did you pick the document that has the biggest document, and support your answer? And then tape this in your notebook on page 6. Thank you for watching.